Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is the day that the Lord hath made. We shall rejoice. We shall sing. We shall be glad in it. We're one more time that we're above ground. We are alive and well and breathing. And if you're my age, you got a few aches and pains and a few things that moving your body and a few bones cracking, but we here, we alive, we're above ground. So I'm super excited to have another opportunity to be with you live and in person and all that good stuff. And remember, I do have a new website for all of my contact information. So go to juliaakroyston.com. That's Julia, Julia, and then another A and a K, Royston. If you know me most of my life, you'll know why there's an A and a K in the middle. Hey, but JuliaAKRoyston.com, that has all of my contact information, email, and all my social media links, all my websites. I have multiple. So that's the reason why I need like one entry point, one place where you can get all of me and everything that I am associated with. And of course, if you are interested and you already know I've written a book, I'm the book lady, I'm the book business boss, and you're ready to have a conversation with me about your book, it's finished, you have an idea in your head, you need a 30-minute free consultation, go to talkwithroyston.com. That's talkwithroyston.com. So today, as of this recording, whether you hear it on the replay or you watch it on YouTube later or you find me even later, it is the end. It is the end. This is the last Sunday of a month. Now, this is another end to what? Another end, and then we're going to what? And I found when I was looking at a particular scripture, because I always want to reference that there's something in the Bible that refers to this. And I don't think there's nothing that we are not going through now in some way, shape, or form hasn't been done. Nothing new under the sun. Solomon said so. I believe that. But this phrase, at the end, and it came to pass at the end. So there are some things that will come to an end. And this month is coming to an end. It's 34 times in the King James Version. It came to pass at the end. There's something next. There's something next on the horizon, but something else is coming to an end. And I'm one of these people. I'm a planner, but I'm also an evaluator. I'm always wanting to know, how did I feel? How did it go? If you're an entrepreneur in business, or even if you're still working in corporate America, every month end, they're going to want to know how it ends. So I have a degree in accounting, even though I've never really worked in the accounting department or accounting the industry, and I didn't want to be a CPA. I have cousins who are CPAs, which is great, but I have worked just a short stint in an accounting department or related to accounting, and even in corporate America. Every month end, we wanted to know where we stood. Okay. So a month end, a month coming to an end, a week coming to an end, a day coming to an end. So we got to ask ourselves, what did we get accomplished? What did we get done? The month end, they're always tallying up the books. How much money did we bring in? How much money went out? How much losses? Did we make more inventory? Did we make progress on whatever we? If you're, especially if you're aspiring to be, I don't care if you consider your business a side hustle. It's just a side hustle, boo. That side hustle, is it costing you more than you getting? Is it costing you more in time, effort, and money and energy and than you're making? Then one or two things happen. You either shut down the side hustle, or you step up your game and take it to the next level and find a mentor, a coach, someone who can inspire you, instruct you, and help you on your journey and help you on your way. So the month end, what did you get accomplished? What did you get done? What happened? What finished? What is still left undone? So when the month comes to an end, what must end? Have you ever had a time in a month that you said, we can't do that again? Mm-mm. I can't go down that road again. I can't have that conversation with them again. That relationship is over. I even saw somebody this morning post about their they got a divorce, and that relationship is ended, and about the abuse that they suffered, but they just wanted everybody to know that that thing right there, it has ended. And so some endings, some new beginnings can't happen until you end something. So that's next. Beginnings can't happen until other things end. Mm. So, so thinking about the month end, the year end, we're getting closer to a year end or weekend or even the day's end. What did you accomplish? And then determining some things must end. Because number two, some things can't begin until other things end. Yeah, I know. This is beginnings can't happen till, because see, there are some people, and I've done it, held on too long, hold on too long. Well, I think if I turn it this way, it'll fix it. Oh, if I think I flip it that way, it'll do something different. Oh, if I flip it upside down and turn it over and roll it around and sit over it for a while, it'll change. But some things are meant to end, whether it's good or bad. That old saying, all good things must eventually come to an end. Some things must eventually come to an end. They have to stop. We can't keep doing this. It might be fun, it might be exciting, but you can't keep spending every dime you get. You do eventually have to save. You do eventually have to invest, because at the end you won't have anything. You'll be old and you won't feel like working, and you'll be broke. Now, so some things must come to an end. I've always said, when I was in my 20s, woo, I was a shopaholic. Every time I got a hold of it, but now I'm in my 50s, nearly 60. No, the clearance rack is me, and it's usually something I need. I may get a couple things I want, but no, because I'm getting too old. I don't want to do it. So some things must come to an end before the other things can begin for the new things. So some people, now this is gonna be ouch for me and you. Some things you're praying for God to do, and I won't, and I won't, and He's like, well, if you let that go, I'll bring that on. But till you let that go, this new ain't gonna come. Okay, so that was a free one added for me to end. And then number three, if you don't end it, God will end it. Ooh, ooh. Because all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose. If you're called according to love, if you love God and you're called to His purpose, there are some things that are not according to God's purpose and not included in His plan. So if you don't end it, God will end it. And it's hard because some relationships are really hard to end. It's not fruitful, it's draining, it's like a leech, they sucking you dry, and it's not necessarily even money, it's just energy and effort, and you just don't have time for it. And I know, if you're really honest, you look at that phone, you go, oh no, we don't have time for that. We got stuff to do, I got places to be, I have to do it. I have to say, oh no, I can't get down into that conversation. If it's an emergency, I'll try to call back later on, but I leave those times open for, my inner circle, my close knit. You all right? I send them a text. I'm in something right now. I can't talk right now, but you all right? Okay, well, we'll talk later. Because if you don't, God will end it. If you don't put a stop to it, if you don't put some boundaries, limits, and borders around it, God will end it all the way. Ooh. So you need to end it if so God don't have to end it. So we're talking about, if you're just joining me, it's another end to the month, depending on when you're listening to this, or a day, week, or the year. But another end to what? Where are you going? Where are you headed? And then we're talking about another end. So we talked about the month end. What did you accomplish? What must end? What so as and then number two, beginnings can't happen until other things end. And then number three, if you don't end it, God will end it. And then number four is sometimes you need to mourn, salute, or celebrate the end. Of course, we mourn the death of our friends and family and loved ones. We should. Jesus even he cried at the tomb of Lazarus. So, the Bible clearly tells us we cry with them that cry, we weep with them that weep, we mourn with them that mourn. Sure. Some endings are require our mourning, and grief is a real place and a real journey. So some things we will mourn about the end of divorce, life. That's a grief process. So sometimes you will mourn it, sometimes you will salute it. When those people retired, when I retired from teaching, people saluted me, they honored me, they appreciated me for what I was able to accomplish, the good, bad, and the ugly. They saluted. We can salute that. That was the end of an era, the end of a time, the end of a season. And then sometimes we celebrate the ends because the new can't come, the beginning can't start until we celebrate the ending of this. We're closing this out. This is a celebration because we were able to come to the end. We concluded it. We said this is enough. This is when this stops. And it didn't have to fail. We didn't have to go into bankruptcy. We celebrate the end because wow, look what we accomplished. We saluted and celebrated. We have a party, we have a celebration. That was the last one of that. But we're still alive, so there's something else we got to accomplish. There's a new beginning. There's a new opportunity that's come, but let's celebrate what we did. I was at a music concert, and an artist was saying that he was moving on to hopefully bigger and better things. But, he was making an end to live performances and all that after so many years. So he was going out with a bang. He was going out on tour, celebrating what he accomplished because he needed to stop this to go on to something else. It wasn't that he wasn't still successful. It wasn't that people weren't yelling and screaming and cheering him on. It wasn't that he lost his voice and he could no longer perform. He just couldn't do both. So sometimes we mourn what's ending. Sometimes we salute it and we say, "Yeah, I honor it," and then other times we are celebrating it. That one thing is ending because something else is coming up on the horizon, and we don't want to be overwhelmed by having too much on our plate. And if you don't stop some things, you'll become overwhelmed and you won't be able to accomplish anything because you are, as the old folks say, you was burning the candle at both ends, and then eventually burn up and burn out. But let's celebrate the end. So, and it came to pass at the end. So it's the month end. What did you accomplish? What must end so other things can begin? I hope that helps you. I know a lot of people do not do monthly, weekly, daily evaluations of, I look at my calendar and they don't really do that. But you're not able to accomplish much when you don't take time to evaluate. I learned it from my corporation jobs. I learned it from education. We reflected on what we got accomplished. We always had evaluations at the end of either projects or even assignments. What did you learn from this? What did you get accomplished? That's what testing is. That's what a quiz is to mark your progress of what you've done. And I trust that you find a way to do that. Even if you get a planner, even if you get a journal. That's the reason why I have planners. And look, it's just a $5 planner. I have notes and I take it everywhere I go. And because I get ideas and, I get either suggestions, I meet new people, all kinds of things of those nature so that I can stay on course. So that when it's all said and done, when I close my eyes, when I see God, I'll be like, I gave it 100%. I did all. It wasn't perfect, but I gave it all that I had. I trust that helps you. It's another end to where we going, and only you can answer that question mark. Coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is Live Your Best Life with Julia Royston, your host, heard on envision-radio.com. You can get the app at radio.net, radio.garden, Alexa Get Me Radio, Roku, Media, MyTuner, And of course, the best place would be to be Android. Yay! And download the Envision Radio on Google Play Store or tuner.co, or just go to envision-radio.com where praise meets talk. I am doing a spotlight on women in music ministry, um, uh, really inspired by Stephanie Collins, who was my previous guest from the previous week. And Stephanie Collins has done a Her Story, um, women, female artists and songwriters, which I'm a member of as well, and honored to be a part of. I'm the old lady of the group, but I do. I haven't written a lot lately, but I still do write. But I really wanted to do a spotlight on women in music ministry. Um, Specifically because I just been seeing a whole lot of flyers with just men on it. And I'm like, where the girls at? Where the ladies at? Come on. So I'm super excited of spotlighting uh, um, the ladies, and Miss Destiny Fitzpatrick and Miss Janessa Graham are my guests today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure and check out the flyer for them. Those are their latest promos for their new music. Support these ladies and help them get their music ministries to the next level. We need each other, and we need to be able to support one another with wonderful praise and worship music and gospel music. So I'm doing the spotlight on women in music ministry, and my guest today, I have two guests today, Miss Destiny Fitzpatrick and Miss Janessa Graham. Please follow them, find them on social media, as well as download or purchase their projects so that you can be inspired and move to the next level. And then coming up at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Spike Davis and Friends show. Tune in for Last Music and More. And today, one of his guests is me, Julia Royston. So, but he has many, many guests on and some fantastic music, and he's going to make you laugh because laughter doeth good like medicine. So tune in to the Spike Davis and Friends show at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right there on the award nominated envision-radio.com. And then coming up on Tuesdays, the Book Business Boss Show, Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm walking you through 14, nearly 15 years of my writing, publishing, and promoting. We're still talking about writing. We're still talking about creating. Since the show started, I haven't gotten any further than talking about writing and creating products and services surrounding your message first, and then surrounding your book. So tune in on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on envision-radio.com, or the replays are the Book Business Boss podcast.com. Coming up, classes coming up September 6th. Write That Book Now boot camp. Now, listen, after nearly 15 years, there are still people out there that have not written their book. They haven't started. It's an idea in their head. They've been coaching, standing on international platforms, going live, all that good stuff, and they don't have a product to sell. Let's get that. Let's let that end now. The 5-week boot camp begins September 6th. Write That Book Now boot camp. We're talking about outlining your book, your audience. We're talking about I even get into the end of the publishing process, but let's get it written. Let's get it started. Now, this is intensive. This is not for the faint of heart and begging and pleading and come on and dragging. If you're serious, let's get it going. September 6th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Write That Book Now boot camp right after Labor Day holiday. Let's jump right in. It's only 5 weeks. I have shortened the course from a 10-week course to 5 weeks. So let's jump right on in. Go to bkroystonpublishing.com and click on classes. Just click on classes. bkroystonpublishing.com. Write That Book Now boot camp, 5 weeks. Let's get it done. Come on. Now, if you are like, I can't do it September 6th for 5 weeks, go to my classes on demand. There's a Write That Book Now course already pre-done for you. bkroystoncourses.com. is the site for all my courses that are already set up and ready to go. You just put in your credit card, put in your information, download it, and you can learn online, learn anytime. All of my new products and products available that I've written are at JuliaRoystonStore.com. JuliaRoystonStore.com. And then I'm continuing even through the end of the year to support underserved and underprivileged markets and audiences. So if you wish to support and help BK Royston Foundation, you can send a donation to Cash App BK Royston Foundation or PayPal at julia@bkroystonfoundation.org, or visit our site and see all the other people we've helped support and send books to. Um, um, my books are now on the continent of Africa. I've supported missions around the world, literally. So go to bkroystonfoundation.org as well as at home and partner with other nonprofits. So we are still going to be providing materials for the underserved and underrepresented communities even throughout the year and the holiday season. So if you want to help and support, you say, I don't have kids, I don't have grandkids, I don't even know too many little kids. But Julia Royston is trying to get a diverse book in children's hands whose budgets and whose economic status may not lend itself to purchasing it. She's going to make sure that they have books that have their representation in them. Go to bkroystonfoundation.org. Now, remember my new contact page is juliaakroyston.com, as well as you want to have a conversation with me about your book, go to talkwithroyston.com. And I'm Dr. Julia Royston. I trust that you have a phenomenal day, phenomenal week, and the phenomenal rest of the year. Good morning, everybody who's been joining me. Good morning, my loves. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. You still working on your cookbook for seniors? Let's do it. Just make sure, reach out to me when you're ready, when you have compiled, about 40 recipes, and let's make it happen. Let's talk about it. I am super excited for all that is going on with you as well as myself. If you are in the Mobile, Alabama, Gulf Shores area this weekend, that's where I'm headed. September 3rd and 4th, I will be in Mobile, Alabama. Myself, along with Dr. Vernette Nettles, will be there at the Sister to Sister Conference. So I hope to see you there. For more information, you find it on social media, and the information is there, or always reach out to me. Talkwithroyston.com or email bkroystonpublishing@gmail.com. So you all be blessed. Oh, one more thing. Coming up on September 16th through the 18th, I will be in the Gaslight Festival. We will be at booth 404 right there near the Firehouse in Louisville, Kentucky, at Jeffersontown. So come by Gaslight Festival, find BK Royston Publishing. We're at booth 404 in J-Town, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh my gosh. It is a busy weekend. So I'm super excited about all that's heading there. So check us out. The 16th, 17th, and 18th of September, we will be at the Gaslight Festival in Louisville, Kentucky. So check out for everywhere you want to be. I'll be in a few places coming up in September 24th, headed to Memphis for the Black Child Book Fair Tour. Oh, yeah, I'm on the move, baby. Until it snows or ices or the weather gets where I have to stay in the house, I'm on the highway. You all be blessed in all that you say and do, and live your best life. I'm Dr. Julia Royston. Have an awesome day.